America, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's what I thought. I had no, I didn't think about it.
Sounds good.
Think about it.
Sounds very good.
He wrote that.
But let's just dig
Those
just a little bit deeper. Okay?
are my thoughts about those shoes. Those are not my thoughts. Those are so what
In America at the moment, there are more prisoners per capita than China and the USSR combined. So these authoritarian, these dictatorships, these horrible places that America keeps condemning and keeps calling them out for their voting records and their crimes against humanity and their awful treatment of this minority and that minority. America, you don't really want to go there with that because the way you treated your black population with redlining, with gerrymandering. I think there was I know there was a town in one of the states. It's actually called, I can't, the name eludes me, but it was actually called The Massacre. There was about 11 or 12 elected black guys to fill positions of power in this town, state, whatever it was. The Ku Klux Klan massacred them. They were scared to show their faces for years. There was lynchings. Oh, this is another little nice, interesting stat from the land of the free and the home of the brave. Between 1901 and 1905, there was more than one lynching per week. And in some cases, a lot more. Now that's finding a black guy. It could be something as mundane as he looked at a white woman and made her feel uncomfortable. So they've taken this poor guy out and they've strung him up below the closest tree and they've murdered him. That was the Ku Klux Klan, very strong. They had Ford was an anti-Semite. Old man Kennedy, he was an anti-Semite. I've heard things where Kennedy's actually convinced Hitler to hate Jews. Yeah, no, that's just absolutely ridiculous. If you've ever read Mein Kampf, educate yourself, or don't. Honestly, educate yourself, or do not talk to me, debate me. You come with your facts, because honestly, my facts do not care about your feelings, and my facts don't care about my feelings. Okay? I ain't left. I ain't right. I hate Barack Obama just a tiny little bit less than I hate Donald Trump. There will be a video coming out soon where I list the war crimes of Barack Obama. But he was such a nice young man. No, he wasn't. He was a puppet of Wall Street. But this is a different video, and all these will come out. I've actually made a list of 10 things he did in office, which were absolutely appalling and received absolutely no cover from the mainstream news. And even Fox dropped the ball a bit.
Hey everybody, this is the part where I tell you all
So,
our shows are.
what are we going to do with these 2,000 people, prisoners every year locked up?
Nobody's got fucking time.
Well, out of that, about 195,000 of them are non-violent offenders. So the whole rehabilitation thing is just gone out the window. Hey? There is no rehabilitation at all. They are offered no schooling. They are not offered a chance to better themselves in any way. These people are getting out one day. Shouldn't that terrify you? If they have no other education system, guess which education system is going to take over? The criminal education system. Guy goes in, doesn't know how to steal a car, leaves prison, knows how to steal a car and break into a house. He leaves jail, knows nothing about fraud. All of a sudden, he knows the frauds left, right, and centre because he's been educated by the criminals in jail. Because there is no other vocational learning, not scientific learning, but just this STEM subject learning. There's no avenue to university. There's, I think the one thing that's very wrong is if you're in prison, how the hell does that destroy your right to vote? Are you suddenly not a citizen? Are you no longer a citizen of the country? Or does your citizenship just get revoked the day you're convicted of a crime? It doesn't happen. No, it doesn't. So therefore, why should you not? It all comes down to numbers because all the Crims vote for the Dems. I don't think it's that cut and dry. But, and the Republican Party really has to get over this blacks vote for Democrats and whites vote for Republicans because Obama didn't quite work out that way, did it? And as America becomes more and more homogenous, it's going to matter more and less and less. Watch that McConnell, Graham, all those 70-year-old people do us a favour and fucking die. Then maybe we can get on with it with people like AOC on the left, Ilhan Omar, a great person. People like Nancy Pelosi, what a piece of shit she is. Chuck Schumer, same tune, just like the one before. Not great people. Now, there's another thing too Joe Biden did. Yeah, he wrote this bloody crime bill that saw so many African Americans get thrown into prison for possession of marijuana, or 15 years before for the possession of crack cocaine, which if you weighed the cocaine that was actually in it, a white Wall Street banker would have got a fine. But a poor black guy gets 15 years. It's fair. So what's happened? You have 2 million slaves in your country. Slavery is ripe in America. Slavery is ripe in America. Okay. So what's the definition of a slave? Well, a slave is you're owned by someone, the state. You don't have much say in what you're going to do, and you have no way of fighting back or anything like that. Solitary confinement, punishment, details. It's the carrot and the stick. If the carrot was 5 miles away and the stick was a giant bloody baseball bat 15 feet long. So they have 2 million slaves. So what do these 2 million slaves do? Well, you ever heard of a place called the Gap? Good chance your clothes are made there. Have you ever received a phone call from a telemarketer offering this, that, and this and that? He could be a prisoner. Road chain gangs cleaning the side of the road. Yeah, I don't have much of a problem with that. That's it. Oh, excuse me. That's a day out of the prison, and I can't see the prisoners getting too upset about that. But the prison industrial complex, they've got just about everything they ever could dream for. They have 2 million 2 million slaves. So you take a few thousand off that, obviously the murderers and dickheads that cannot ever be released. And but that's not the vast people. The vast people in jail should not be there. They should not be there. Their crime, they are poor. I saw something very telling. For all Donald Trump's crimes, he might get prosecuted. But overwhelmingly, I'm hearing, and these are big crimes. These are crimes, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, fraud, taking money that he shouldn't have, just being a lying sack of shit that he is. Now, let's talk. No, he will never see the inside of a jail cell. Ever. I think the Southern District of New York, I'm looking at you, the Southern District of New York, it's on you. You have the records, you have his taxes, you have his incomes to earnings, you have his little shady little secret, so he didn't pay. He's worked with the mob in New York, the 5 families. The guy is an organised criminal. He is a very, very bad man. Now, I'm not saying Orange Man bad. Well, you know what? I am fucking saying Orange Man bad. You know why? Orange Man is bad. The guy is bad. The guy is terrible. The guy is a disgusting human being. All I'm waiting for is a true patriot, a general, a senator who's not a spineless sycophant to this. I don't get it. Are you scared of his base? That's gone in 1 or 2 years. That is gone. Are you scared about him? He is a fat, obese 74-year-old. What's he going to do? So what's your solution, Simon Rowlands? What's your great idea for this country? Well, my great idea for this country is to get this guy, Joe Rogan, as president. Why? He does not want the job. He doesn't want the job. He does not want to be the president of your country. He doesn't. He doesn't at all. They're the type of people we need in power. He will do things for the goodness of the people. If he surrounds himself with enough good advisors, he trusts his own heart and trusts his own morality and his code. Like, the guy is a legend, man. He is a legend. Like, I have a lot of respect for martial artists that do the mind, body, and soul thing. Like, you get the guys that just do the body. You get the guys that just do... Well, they obviously don't do the mind. They just do the body. And why do they do that? Just so they can go beat people up. Well, they're pieces of shit. Joe Rogan, that guy's a Zen master. It would just be just about impossible to get a rise out of the guy. He's not as silly as he makes out, Joe. Stop saying I am just a comedian. What the hell would I know? Joe, you're a very, very smart man. Joey Diaz on the other form. God, I'd love to party with you, Joey Diaz. Woo! We would shake some shit up, my man. Cocaine, heroin, you name it, we'd have a fucking good day. Hookers. I didn't say that. That was my alter ego. He pops in every now and then just to say hi. So that's my 2 cents worth. The prison industrial complex, one of the most one of the most detrimental institutions to your American social fabric. They need new prisoners coming through all the time to make a profit. A prison needs to make a profit. If you don't see anything wrong with that, well, we're coming at different purposes. So all I can say to you is do some research, look at the numbers, think before you speak, and Joe Rogan for president 2024.